It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And folks, you can feel the fierceness, the intensity of this series setting the tone prior to Game 3. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Sacramento Kings in their house, Sleep Train Arena. Looking at the Kings, staggered after a resounding Game 2 loss, they'll try to regain their confidence and reclaim some momentum here in this vital Game 3. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each.
Here in Sacramento, already a fever pitch in a sold-out arena. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Game 3 of this Western Conference first-round series. We're 2-0 so far, and we'll see if the home court advantage holds sway. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. You look at the Kings, they need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into the series.
And guys, losing this one would be devastating. For all intents and purposes, this game is a must-win. You really have to treat it like a Game 7.
Exactly. Back on their home court, it's their chance to change the momentum in the series. But you're right, you can't go down 3 games to none and expect to come back and win the series.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah. The message they were sending was that nothing easy inside.
And so Howard nails both of them. Los Angeles on D. They are really pleased with the victory on Monday.
Yeah, ran away with that game, mainly in part because of their offense.
Yeah, the ball movement and player movement so crisp and sharp led to a lot of high-quality shots.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. When it's shooting back, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Randall, and it's LeBron James, and it's Russell in at the point guard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
Bad.
A drive by Collison, and it's sent back by Russell. Here's Howard. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
You got this.
And that's now 6 points for Freak. Here's Sacramento. 4-point game. There's a screen by Mona Eunice. Dishes it to Cousins. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. He used that pick just right.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Now here's Collison. And there's the feed to Mona Eunice. And that one's good.
Excellent feed from D.C. Aaron Collison.
Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Russell kicks to Howard. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the back.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Now here's Collison. the wing. Pocket 6. Pass to Cousins. With the shot. Rebounded by Howard.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Handle a screen on Collison. Howard tries in. Kicks it out to LeBron. They get it again. Randall dishes to Russell. Howard against Collison. Jordan sets the pick for Howard. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice start.
From the arc. That's LeBron picking up the assist. 13 points for Howard.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Now, here's Cousins.
That's the wall!
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First trip to the line for him here. That free throw good from Cousins. And the Lakers with some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for DeAndre Jordan. For Julius Randle. Jaron Williams is subbed in for Russell. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Howard with this screen on Jennings. Expanding his range. And Howard's got 16 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Cousins with a screen for James. The pass to Cousins. That's the wall. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Bogut. Lakers leading kicks to Howard. Bogut sets a screen for Howard. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. He's got 18.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds,
Defensive rebound.
transition points.
The Lakers second.
Make the defense
You
move.
love their hustle and
Pass a good
determination on the
shot
boards.
for a
It's
great
that
shot.
kind of play down
the
low
game
that
come
has
to
helped
you.
them win a lot
Forcing
of
the
games
issue
this
too much.
season. And now, obviously, it's going to be a key for them in the playoffs.
Now, here's Cousins. He has 6.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it.
Stick it too much.
Here is Howard. 10-point lead. Off the pick. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Now here's Jennings. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the game.
And the foul called on Gary Neal. That's his first foul. Curry's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins.
Seth Curry.
50 seconds left in the first. Screen by Bogut. Here's Howard. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
Now here's Jennings. Passes it to Neal. They need this. The shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. James kicks to Williams. Bogut sets a screen for Howard. And that one is stuffed right through.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And, of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me.
That there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the...
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. Howard, he's in at shooting guard. Randall out there with Powell. Then it's Jordan. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings played some outstanding basketball. He ended up with 50 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
A lot of offense came from this group during the regular season. Look here at the league's highest scoring. Freak number 1.
Possibly the single most dangerous player in the league right now. I mean, a machine at the offensive end, just so hard for any defense to deal with.
Yeah, and what I like about him most is that he's just a scorer. He's going to give you buckets from any place, inside, outside, deep, driving to the lane. I mean, he puts it in the basket.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great hit.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Here's Crabbe. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Crabbe's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Smith wide open. He fires. And there are the Kings with another bucket. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Screen by Howard. Russell passes to Howard. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
The Kings trail by 21. Collison with it. Cousins with a screen on Russell. Collison kicks to Cousins. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Cousins has got 8 points.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Jordan the screen. It's Howard with...
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Collison. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Now Howard. 37 points
Move
for him.
the ball. It's sticking too much.
Back to Russell. Pass to Howard. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Some changes for Sacramento. Westbrook's checked in, and Gary Neal subbed in for Smith. The Lakers also changing it up. Bogut comes in for Jordan, and James subbed in for Julius Randle. In the corner, Neal with it. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Neal's got his first 3 points of the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
He used that pick to get in close. Howard's got 39.
Well, I like the setup there. LeBron with a nice pick.
Jennings against Russell. Here's Westbrook. And so he wins a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Kings have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And so a pretty lopsided.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
Wow, really that many points? Yes, it is in the play, so I'm not really concerned with my points or how I'm getting. Just start counting points now.
Okay, fellas, way to come out with a real sense of urgency, rising to the occasion. I like what I'm seeing. Our shot selection couldn't have been better. That's the first thing I'll say. I want to see the same patience and decision making in the second half. One thing I liked.
And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
The Kings trail by 20. Montiunas out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Smith. And there's Collison. And it's Crabbe in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Feeds it to Cousins. He dishes it to Collison. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Cousins. The 3-ball. And Jordan sends it to and he gets it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Lakers leading by 20. Russell kicks to Howard. Jordan sets the pick for Howard. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Howard's got 41.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Lets it go from the wing, and again it's the Lakers.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Collison against Russell. Collison dishes to Moniunas. Clock at 6. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Cousins. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's 11 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Howard drives in, and the rejection by Cousins. The Kings trail by 21. Collison, the pass to Crabbe. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Crabbe's got his second bucket.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Screen by Howard. From deep. It's hauled in by the Kings.
He can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting free from outside.
Smith kicks to Cousins.
That's a wall.
The rebound by the Lakers. Randall's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Howard wide open, and the 3-ball is good. Howard's got 46 points.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke.
Rotate over and make your presence felt.
Hey, Kevin, well, I was able to
Quit
listen
being
in
so
on
soft.
the Kings head coach during that last timeout. He thinks the use of ball screens and pick and rolls is the best formula for success against the defense they're currently looking at, and he let his guys know it. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Jordan with the screen on
Move the
Moniunas.
ball. It's sticking too much.
Howard, good. Howard's got 48.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Outside Collison. Here's Cousins, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Collison. He kicks it to Moniunas. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Jordan sets the pick for Howard. He feeds it to Russell. Back to Howard. Pick by Randall. Off the pick. It's Howard with the drive.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Pick by Randall. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And, of course, an appropriate comparison right here with the tremendous playoff performance we're seeing from this young man tonight. It definitely calls to mind the 63-point performance from the great Michael Jordan.
You know, and to compare the game he's having to that game in 1986 is saying something, because a lot of people think Michael Jordan's performance that night was the greatest game ever played. I mean, it would be hard to argue with that. Those 63 points came against a Celtics dynasty at the peak of its powers on their run to a 3rd NBA title. And I remember after the game, Larry Bird said, he's God disguised as Michael Jordan.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
You got it. Let's get the
And
ball
also,
inside.
their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Neal dishes to Cousins. Curry passes to Cousins. Here's Neal. Shot is no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Here's Howard.
Let's get the ball inside.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And time for a look at the 2K leaderboard. From downtown, this group of shooting guards was locked in all throughout the regular season. Freak number 1.
He just oozes with confidence out there beyond the arc. That's where he makes his living, as he should. I mean, given how efficient he's been from long range.
Well, we've all heard ball don't lie. Well, numbers don't lie either. I mean, he's got range that I'd put up against anybody else in the league. Shooting guard or otherwise.
Stay down. Stay down.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Kings shooting their sub. The Kings also at the sub. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Brandon Jennings. LA's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Taking a look at the Lakers. Howard in a 2-guard. Julius Randle is out there with Bogut. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Williams at the 1. Here's Howard. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Here's Neal. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floor.
Shoots. Howard, good.
Settle down now. Settle down.
Howard's got 56 points in the game.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
And Neal kicks to Cousins. Howard's rebounds, and he throws it down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Move the ball. Stick it to
Howard, the pass to Randle. Howard up on top. Shoots. And again, it's the Lakers.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for Los Angeles.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on, and clearly were dominant in every area.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Howard. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Bogut sets a screen for Howard. Screen by Bogut. And Howard, here we go. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Alexander's checked in for Sacramento. Jennings comes in for Gary Neal. Here's Howard. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Jennings kicks to Alexander. Randle grabs the board.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Howard. No good there. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
This victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series.
Thank you.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin. Much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight.
And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith,